Because I don't really think we have a whole lot
hello,
left
ship.
to do here.
If I didn't know any better,
Times
I'd
like
say
this when
is
I
not
can't
a
believe how
life.
lucky I am to do this for a
It
living.
may still be a sign of that.
Many questions.
Oh, talk with Sam. Where's the way out? Oh, up here. Where is Sam, anyway?
Your ship? Sometimes I just want to turn off the grav drive so we can float around.
Oh, I can ask her about the Unity thing? What do you think about it?
Well, we're talking about what could be an infinite number of parallel universes, right? If that's really
Yeah.
true, how different do you think they are? Like, are they really similar to this one? Or really weird? Is there one where we're all lizard people? Or one where time runs backwards? What do you think?
Infinite means anything is possible, so... yes, to all of that. And more.
It's so crazy to think about. Well, I kind of do hope it's all true. It really would mean that anything is possible. See you later.
So we know the answer. Who are the Starborn? Well, we are. We're some cracked mirror version of ourselves. The whole thing seems unreal.
You theorized they were people outside of the settled system, so score 1 for you.
Yeah. Who's keeping track? You know, yeah, +1 for Team Sam. I was hoping the Starborn were somehow so advanced that their concerns were cosmic, significant. Instead, they're fighting over goddamn toys like we've been doing since caveman times. It's just a stupid game to them. And all our deaths and suffering, now relevant.
Yeah, well... their motivations do appear to be, well, human.
And they seem to be just as messed up as the rest of us. So the Unity is a gateway. A gateway to countless possibilities. And you have a chance to go through it. Imagine. I'd be lying if it doesn't sound like the adventure of a lifetime. I don't know if you're taking anyone with you. But if you take me, I got no idea if I'd go through or not. If it weren't for Cora, I'd jump on it in a heartbeat. Cora would probably shove both of us out of the way and dive in first. Born explorer, that girl.
An opportunity like this is why Constellation was founded. Pure exploration.
Exactly, right? I know it's your decision who to work with, but you gotta remember that the Hunter murdered our friend. Sure, the emissary may be a version of Sarah, so Sarah is still alive. Sort of. But that doesn't make what the Hunter did right. Not by a long shot. If the Starborn are party crashers from different universes, I'd side with the one that's not willing to murder innocents to win.
So that's neither. I don't like either of them.
Me neither. My head is still spinning. Maybe after a few nights' sleep it'll be clearer. Take care.
Where's Andreja?
Nice technique. You should try some flips next time.
That's actually a good
It is
one.
pleasing to
God
speak
damn
with
it.
you.
Do a flip. You ready to head back out?
Of course. Are you ready?
You two go on. I have academic journals to review, and the galaxy's cheesiest hoagie to devour.
An interesting mix of activities. I hope they are both enjoyable.
Need a hand with something?
You need something from me?
Alright, we've not got a whole lot left to do now, I think. It's literally just collect these last couple of things. And then that's it. I think that's game over. So I think before we do game over, I wanna try to finish talking to all of our companions. So I think Andromeda Kepler is somewhere on the regular base, oddly enough. Dude, it's so bizarre that it says talk with Sarah Morgan. That's so fucking funny. I cannot stress to you enough how fucking funny that is to me. It's just hilarious. That should not happen. That just should not happen, but it is. Oh, man. I always gotta look down here just in case someone, like, fell. So, Rosie Tannell's still there. Yeah, where on Earth is Andromeda Kepler? I guess that is the question, huh? Oh, and I guess also, crew-wise, this ship has a crew of 7. I can put Amelia Earhart on my ship now if I wanted to. And you know what? I think I will. Oh, never mind. I guess I won't. That's right, because I think Sarah counted as a player. Sarah counted as a unique entity. So the fact that she is now gone forever means I am out an extra slot. Which honestly kind of sucks. Not gonna lie. That one kind of hurts a little bit. I suppose it is what it is, but fuck, man. It really is a heavy loss. Like, when you stop and think about it, it's like, fuck. We lost one of our most useful tools. That's a horrible way to put it, but that's effectively the best way to put it. Because her astrodynamic skill is actually incredibly useful. That's gone now. Dude, where is Andromeda Kepler? She ain't down here. Watch, she's probably at the front desk. That'd be so funny. No, she's not there either. Gotta be around here somewhere. Have we talked to Rosie yet?
Of course. What's on your mind?
No, I haven't. Well, we might as well talk to Rosie then. Are you feeling more prepared for a job at the clinic than you did when you left Tequila?
Absolutely. There's no way I could have stepped into a job there without space travel experience like this under my belt. I do have a slight problem though. I've totally fallen in love with working on a ship. There's so many amazing things out there in the galaxy. Honestly, I think a permanent position as a ship's doctor might be more up my alley than living on a star station full-time.
Yeah, don't worry. There's plenty of medical discoveries to make out in space, too.
I'm counting on it. Most of the clinic's research into alien viruses relies on doctors like us who practice in the field. If I ever do end up taking a job there someday, I'll have all kinds of information to share with my colleagues. I might even be able to lead a field expedition. Come back in one piece, alright?
Yeah, so that's just generally cheery and uplifting. Yeah, I just don't see Andromeda Kepler, like, anywhere. I don't know where she would be. Like, it's kind of stupid. You know what I mean? Like, I really should be able to just spot them. But I don't see them here at all. All of this just for, like, one measly line of dialogue, too. Like, just let me see the person. How hard is that? Where are they hiding? You know, there's only so many places for them to hide. These are literally big, empty rooms. 'Cause I haven't decorated this place yet. Like, she doesn't have many places to hide. Where is she? She's not outside. From what I've seen. Wait, is that her right there? No, that's Andreja. Andreja hasn't moved an inch. So where the fuck's Andromeda, huh? It's the shit I can't stand. It's so annoying. There should be like a summoning bell that I can ring to summon my people towards me. Make it a little bit easier to work with. That way I'm not constantly wandering around wondering where the hell my fucking people are. 'Cause that's kind of what I have to do here, is like, where are they? I don't know. Like, it kinda sucks in that way. Alright, here's my garbage pail solution. We're just gonna reassign her to the location and hope that she spawns in next time. That's it, that's my miracle solution, and we're just gonna fast travel to the other end of Jemison and try to find Marika Boros. Let's see how that works. Nice and rainy on this side of Jemison. Always love to see that. So there's like a couple of places they could be hiding. I like the way the trees bend and sway with the wind, though. That is kind of nice. Nice detail that Skyrim didn't have, but these trees are bending like fucking crazy. Look at that. That tree right there should be like snapping in half. Oh, it looks worse because it's farther away. That's why. Regardless. Doesn't mean it doesn't look any less goofy than it did. Alright, so America's got to be in and or around one of these areas here. So what's his name is still sitting there. Nobody up here.
Howdy, Skipper. Yeah, boss? Sure thing, Skipper.
You ever manage to pay off your debt to the Trade Authority?
Paid it off and then some. Your salary's generous enough that I had some extra credits to send Kalinda. She was over the moon when she got the transfer. Without that debt hanging over us, she can spend the extra credits on a nicer place.
Where's she planning to move?
There are some affordable places near the edges of New Atlantis. I'll bet she ends up there. Honestly, I don't care where she and the girls end up. As long as it's safer than the well.
Oh, it must be a huge relief to have the trade authority off your back.
It is. But the bigger relief is that my daughters will be growing up somewhere safer than the well. Hey, while I'm being all sappy, I want to thank you for taking a chance on me. I couldn't have done any of this without you, boss. You've got yourself a loyal weapons expert for life. So long, boss.
The stories are also disappointing. Like, they have these grandiose, large setups, and then just the most lame-ass, boring fucking conclusions possible. I hate it. I really hate it. Because it's like, man, so much potential wasted. Literally thrown away, shit down the drain, like, wasted. It just sucks. Like, there's no good way to put it. It's just lame. This leads up here, it's big and empty and there's nothing there, yep. Cool, fun, great. I mean, this guy's chilling here. But I do not see Boros anywhere. And that's the thing, like, I don't quite understand the outpost system in the sense of, like, you can have your companions stay in your outposts, but what do they do? What is even accomplished by that, you know? What is the point? And honestly, I could not tell you. Because it really doesn't feel like there is one. Because half the time, they're not doing anything, or they just end up getting lost in the sauce. Like, where's Boros? I don't know. She's just gone. She's just gone from the world. Like, she's still in this location somewhere. But, I couldn't tell you where. Oh, is that her? No, that's Andreja. Yeah, you see? Like, I have no clue where she could be hiding. She could be just wandering about, even. And it is a large space for us to search, but I doubt she's, you know, just skulking about. If I were to check up here, I hate these things too, by the way, because they take so long to get up. Oh, there she is. Yeah, she's hiding up here because I had the grand idea to put a workstation up here. That was really stupid of me. Here, I'm just gonna fucking delete that. Logistics robot is no longer an active crew member, huh? Really? Wow, that's retarded.
I was just thinking about you. Hi there, Captain.
Mind if I ask you some personal questions?
Sure. Oh, what is it?
Where are you from?
I was raised in Hope Town on Polvo. It's a corporate town run by Ron Hope, the CEO of Hope Tech Manufacturing. He likes to sell it as a utopia, a place where workers are provided everything they need for a happy life. But that's a lie. The conditions are awful for the average person in Hope Town. Almost everyone there lives hand to mouth.
Wow. I kind of wish I had talked to her beforehand. Why are the conditions so bad?
It's Ron Hope's fault. He controls everything that happens in Hope Town. Our entire economy is dependent on him. There's nothing stopping him from increasing wages and improving safety in his factories, but he won't do it. Keeping your workforce poor and plying them with cheap liquor at company stores is a good way to keep them around.
What was it like growing up there?
I grew up on the edge of poverty, like most working class people in Hopetown. My parents' wages from Hope Tech barely kept food on the table. For a long time, I couldn't imagine my life any other way. Ron Hope does a good job making sure his workers feel like they're being cared for. It wasn't until I got old enough to start working in the factories myself that I started to understand how bad things really were.
Can you tell me a bit more about Hope Tech?
Hope Tech is a starship manufacturer. They make cargo freighters and other industrial vehicles. Most of them are clunky eyesores, barely suited for grav jumping. But people keep buying them, so Hope Tech keeps making them.
If things are that bad, I'm surprised more people don't leave.
I think more people would if they had the chance. But Hope Tech makes it almost impossible. They barely make enough to keep the lights on, let alone start a new life outside of Hopetown. That's why I joined the Freestar Rangers. I knew they'd fly me to Aquila for training, and I wanted to do something more meaningful with my life than building starships. I thought being a ranger would be a perfect fit. But it didn't turn out like I was expecting. Boarding the ship to leave Hopetown might be the best thing that happened to me while I was a deputy.
How was working with the Rangers different than you were expecting?
In the stories I heard growing up, the Rangers were always described as the ultimate champions of justice in the galaxy. But if you've spent any time in the Freestar Collective, it's obvious that they haven't even made a dent in the problems there. Just look at Neon. Poverty and crime are all over the city, but the Rangers barely bothered to patrol it. Learning that made me reconsider my opinion of them.
Yeah. Well, sorry to hear leaving Hopetown wasn't what you expected.
No apology needed, huh? It's not your fault. For all that working with the Rangers wasn't for me, I still learned a lot. It was eye-opening to see how people live all over the Freestar Collective. I thought the conditions in Hopetown were unique, but leaving Polvo showed me I was wrong about that.
How did leaving Polvo change your perspective on the Freestar?
It showed me that Ron Hope's attitude isn't unique. The Freestar Collective is full of people willing to take advantage of others to get what they want. And there are barely any systems in place to stop them. No one to tell them no or punish them for it. That's the downside of the Freestar way of doing things, huh? No social safety nets. It's hard for anyone born into poverty to improve their situation, especially with people like Ron Hope and Benjamin Bayou in power.
Who's Benjamin Bayou?
He's the administrator of Neon. He basically owns the city. I like to say that not a credit gets spent on Volai Alpha that doesn't end up in Bayou's pocket. I feel sorry for anyone who has to grow up there. Polvo was bad, but at least we didn't have violent gangs.
I've never really thought about it like that before.
You're not alone. Most Freestars aren't very good at introspection. I took plenty of flack for criticizing the Rangers before I left the Freestar Collective behind.
Can you tell me more about why you decided to leave the Freestar Rangers?
The longer I spent with the Rangers, the more I started to feel like they served the Freestar Collective's government more than its citizens. I couldn't make peace with the fact that an organization that claimed to stand for freedom and individuality let places like Hopetown exist. Eventually, the hypocrisy was too much. I made the decision to resign and move to the UC. It seemed like people there might share more of my views.
What made you think the UC would be any better?
There's a reason the United Colonies and the Freestar Collective have never quite seen eye to eye. They do things very differently. The UC provides services like healthcare and job placement for its citizens. Those kind of things don't exist in the Freestar Collective. My opinions about the government's responsibility to its citizens seem to fit better with the UC's way of doing things.
Wow. I think I would have made the same decision.
It was the right decision, but it wasn't an easy one. My family is still in Hopetown. That was almost enough to keep me from leaving the Freestar Collective. But I had my mind set on finding a better place for all of us. I've been trying to find my parents a way out of Hopetown for years. I thought if I moved to the UC and found out things were better there, they might finally be willing to consider it.
Did you find what you were looking for when you moved to the UC?
I thought I did at first. New Atlantis is clean and safe, and most of the people there are happy. And it seemed like the government was doing a lot to keep it that way. But my perspective changed after I took an entry-level job with UC Security. They stationed me in the well. I couldn't believe the conditions down there. It made all the UC talk of a perfect society seem like propaganda.
No
The
shit.
more I started looking around, the more cracks I saw in the whole thing.
I think you're reading too much. No. Aside from the well, what else did you see that made you question the UC's intentions?
Their treatment of the soul system to begin with. It's one of humanity's greatest treasures, and they've let it fall into total disarray. The UC's insistence on maintaining a large and well-equipped military is also a bit off-putting. If they're committed to intergalactic peace, why do they need it? Those are the kinds
Crimson
of
Fleet.
questions you almost never hear UC citizens ask. I think that comes down to good marketing on Mast's part.
Crimson Fleet, and in case the Freestar decides to do anything stupid again, I can understand why they would want to keep a large military. Based on the last several wars, plus the Varun are still out there. There's a number of reasons. I disagree with you on that one. What kind of things did you see in the well that changed your perspective?
The UC makes a show of promising job placement and housing options to all its citizens. But if those programs exist in the well, there's no sign of them. Most people down there live in the same conditions I saw in Hopetown. There's crime and unemployment, and a lack of good medical care. It's nothing like the rest of New Atlantis. But you'd never know that from the outside, of course.
Yeah. And what good would it do for the UC to lie to its citizens?
I think the UC government doesn't like people challenging its decisions or remembering its history in too much detail.
This is
Mast
true.
did some horrific things during the colony war. They'd rather people forget about them, especially citizens who might start demanding a change. best way to maintain the status quo is to keep people from examining things closely. Consistent propaganda is a good tool for that.
I've never believed that things in the UC are as perfect as Mast would like us to think.
It all seems just a little bit too shiny when you really start to look closely, huh? I'm glad I'm not the only one who thinks so. Once the wool fell from my eyes, living in New Atlantis lost its luster. That's when I decided life in the major factions wasn't for me. The problems run too deep. There's corruption and division everywhere, and not enough people are willing to see it. I don't think that will change anytime soon. It seems to me like the only option is starting over, huh? Founding a colony without the influence of massive governments and corporations. Maybe people would be kinder to each other in a place like that.
What makes you think that?
I've always tried to see the best in people. I really believe that the average person wants what's best for everyone around them. I think without the influence of big governments and greedy corporations, people will treat each other better.
The Crimson Fleet tried that. To be fair, it was a little bit different, but same sentiment. Maybe you should be the person to try it.
You read my mind, Captain. You're really getting to know me, huh? I've been thinking about the idea of founding my own settlement for a while. It isn't in my nature to sit around while the problems in the settled systems get worse. But I'm not rushing into anything. If I'm really going to do this, I need to get a better sense of how people live all over the settled systems. That
I mean, you seem to have a good grasp of
visiting
it.
the major cities and looking at both the good things and the bad. That way, I can decide what things I want to keep and what I am going to leave behind. Good thing I'm working for a captain that likes to travel, huh? We'll hit all the major cities in no time.
Sounds like an adventure. I'm in.
That's an attitude I can get behind. Oh, I can't wait to see what the settled systems has in store for us. I
That's all.
always enjoy our chats.
See that right there? That sounded like the start of a quest. And then nothing happens. Right? The quest would literally be visit all the major systems. And then probably the end result being make an outpost for her to effectively claim as her settlement. Right, so we would visit every major city. And I would assume that they mean the major cities, but I would also want them to just include every settlement, period. So even the shitty, useless ones. Like, New Homestead. Going back to Hope Town. Are there even any other cities outside of that? I don't think so.
Unknown
Oh,
vessel.
Sidonia.
Respond immediately or face the consequences. Ignore scanning. Huh? What? Damn it, you're the Mantis. It can't be. It can't be.
You picked the wrong target, pal.
Shit. Listen, just go. Sorry to bother you. Here's some credits. Please, just don't kill me, alright? I got kids. Like, so many kids. 10 of them. 10 children.
You have 15 kids. Really?
More. clouds. Just don't kill me.
So tell me their names. All of them.
Adam, Anna, Alphonse, Adele? Adam? Oh, I already said that. Please, please, I just want to live. Take this, please. It's every single credit I got. I promise. That's everything. Literally everything. Can I go now?
Alright, now watch this.
You're you're something else.
Scanning. Huh? What? Damn it, you're...
You picked the wrong target, pal.
Listen, here's some credits. Please, just don't
Infinite
kill me, all right?
money generation.
Like, so many...
Then you back out. You do it again.
Scanning. Damn it, you're...
Pick the wrong target.
Listen, here's some credits. Please,
And he just keeps
don't
giving you
kill
money
me,
over and over
all
again.
right?
As long as you
Kids,
have the Razor
like,
Leaf ship,
so
the
many
Mantis's
kids,
vessel,
no,
and you come
10
across
of
this
them,
man,
10 children.
he's a random encounter if you jump from planet to planet. I've been trying to get this guy for a hot minute. I'm not going to abuse it now because we're on stream, and also because I've already made a shit ton of money from these 2 sessions today alone. But,
Adam,
I just think
please,
it's really
please,
funny
take
that this is
It's
hyper abusable.
every single credit I got. Can I go now?
Certainly you have something left.
Nothing. Cargo hold's empty. The only thing I got is the shirt on my back. I promise.
So you do have something left to give me. I want your shirt. Now.
A shirt? Yes. Yes, of course. Here. Thank you for sparing me. Go now.
Take his fucking clothes. That's amazing. That's probably the best random encounter to get in the game, just because infinite money. It's an infinite money generator. That's the, sadly, that's the only way to make a shit ton of money super fast, super easily now. It's like the only remaining credit exploit in the game. I'm sure by the time this video actually comes out, that won't be the case anymore. They will have patched it, because Bethesda hates fun.
Suit seals look good. Out we go.
I don't actually see... Oh, it's right in front of us. Oh, the gravity here fucking sucks. What are we dealing with? 1.31? Oh, that's awful. And a negative 217 temperature. Jesus fucking Christ, this place is frozen. Like, that's beyond cold. What the fuck am I looking at? What is all of that? Whoa. Temple Psi. I thought we already discovered Temple Psi.
Seeing this just highlights how little we still know about the Starborn and the artifacts.
Technically, in a way, that is true. So one thing I have noticed is that we still don't have an answer for... Oh, and watch this. You can just jump over this. Stupid. But we still don't have an answer for where the temples came from and who made them. We don't have an answer to any of that. So there is still, like, storytelling potential for this game. It's just not quite... you know, fleshed out. There's a lot of stuff that still remains to be seen. Like story threads that either didn't get wrapped up or something like that. And of course, there is the New Game Plus aspect, where if anything new does get added to the game, like for instance, they were to add fully fleshed out quest lines for the other side companions as well, I have a feeling they would just add them to the game, and they would just say, okay, go experience it in New Game Plus. Because those people are relatively unaffected by New Game Plus. Whereas the main group is... Because there's a lot of different universes where Constellation just stops existing pretty much.
Can you imagine how long this has been here?
Send them back to the stars.
And once again, we are triumphant.
Talk with Sarah Morgan. God damn. Do I have all the powers yet? I don't even think I do. No, we're still missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Like, Jesus fucking Christ, I'm missing so many of these. Oh, Elemental Pull is the fucking rigged one. That's the one that just mines everything within the vicinity. That one's busted in terms of, like, utility, material gains and shit. Oh, there's Polvo. Still so many planets we haven't even been to. We haven't even been to the far 75 regions of space yet. There's Freya. Where's Mir? It's in the Sakharov. Okay. Let's go to Mir. Let's go. Just a very boring, generic, deserted robotics lab. How original.
Ready for touchdown.
Damn, that guy hurts.
You're dead! Just getting started! Ah, ah, ah. Had enough?
Alright, let's get inside, I guess. God damn.
Always worth checking. Never know what you might find in their pockets.
Oh, Jesus. Just the dangling. Just the dangling legs, man. That's awful. That guy didn't even get a chance.
Could have sworn.
Man, these recycled dungeon areas are so boring to me. It really does take the wind out of the sails, you know? Where it's like, oh yeah, this place that I've seen a million fucking times.
It's not the best you can do.
Oh. Damn, head down! How hard is it to take this guy down?
Oh, fuck me. He killed me pretty quick. God damn.
Better them than me!
Terminal. Best not to leave anything useful behind. You have made a grave mistake.
Wait, what was that? Let's do this! Something's out there. You're gonna pay for that!
One less target.
Take him down!
Give up already.
Useless garbage again. Why am I not surprised? It's like all these places ever have. The confusing part is like, where the fuck am I actually supposed to go? Down here? It would seem so. God, it's been so long since I picked up an artifact like that. Well, that was easy.
There might be something of value here.
I guess there's a way to loop back around, right?
Another way through here. Unsure where it leads.
Yep, right back out to the front. Easy enough. Well, I'm thinking I might save the final stretch for another, like, one final session. Or if anything, it might be like 1.5 final sessions, because there's still other side characters I haven't talked to. Not that that's even, like, hyper important, but I still want to see what they have to say. But beyond that, there's one thing. One final funny thing I
The
would like
crater
to do.
provides excellent coverage, both environmental and defensive. Smart. Ah, a face
Wake
I
up.
never mind seeing. What can I do for you?
You got any money for me?
Indeed I do. All yours.
How are you feeling about our friendship?
I have never been able to truly count on someone, no matter what. I'm still getting used to it.
What if this was more than just friendship?
What do you mean?
I mean that just being friends isn't enough for me. And I think you feel the same way.
I see. I wondered when we might have this conversation. I admit this is a surprise. I did not quite realize you felt this way about me. But if you mean it, my feelings are not so different from yours. We must be clear on one thing from the very beginning. I do not share. If you are mine, then you are mine alone. No one else will come between us. If that is not a commitment you are willing to make, I understand, but I will not compromise.
Are you sure this is what you want?
Oh, I am quite certain. Do not doubt my intent.
Then I'm all yours. For as long as you want me.
Then truly nothing can stop us. We will be a force to be reckoned with. You have brought a joy to my life that I could not have imagined, and could never have expected. With you at my side, love, I look forward to everything that comes next.
Relationship ended with Sarah Morgan. Now Andreja is my new fuck slave.
Hey, Captain.
God damn.
It's a rare thing to know that right here and now might just be the best days of your life.
I am curious if Andreja will have more, like, actual conversations to have later on. Like, if she's gonna have a similar situation where she's
Hey
like,
there.
"Oh,
I
we
hope
need
you're
to
well."
talk. I gotta talk to you about something. Blah, blah, blah." You know. Let's get married. Let's do this. Let's do all this crap. Let's go to Jemison real quick, just in case there is something. Because I'd rather go to the lodge if I'm gonna have a stopping point. Also, because I guess you need to go to the fucking lodge every now and then to have Vladimir proc his Words of Power quest.
The city certainly projects a powerful image for the United Colonies, eh? And just what is on your mind at this moment?
Oh god, what can I tell her?
I know that tone. Very well. What is it?
Oh god, you can't use that on her too. Yeah, let's go with this one.
Thank you, dearest. You are not so bad yourself.
God, she's so autistic, it's amazing. Mind if I ask you some personal questions?
As long as it is something suitable for mixed company, of course.
She does not have anything super crazy to talk about.
I appreciate our little discussions, you know. Eager to help, if I can.
Hold on. How are you feeling about our relationship?
For so long, I felt that something or some part of me was missing. I could never explain it. I no longer feel that way, thanks to you.
That's too fast. I just like to hear it every once in a while.
Then I shall be sure to say it more often. I look forward to our next discussion.
I'll save that for a later date. We only just started fucking. Sarah's corpse is probably still warm, and I've already moved on to the next nearest piece of ass available.
It sometimes amuses me to think about what goes on here, right under the United Colonies' collective nose.
I knew it. Yeah, so I guess I'm
Spent
just
so
gonna
much
need to
time
make
looking at
regular,
this. Oh, sorry.
regular trips to him.
Been poring over the charts, looking.
Your current ship might not be able to reach distant star systems. Oh. You need a ship with a grav jump range of 28 light years to reach the most isolated parts of the map. Okay. 28. Why does that one ship I have a fucking grav limit of 30? That's what I want to know. That's crazy. And where does that want me to go? Power from beyond. Dacha, huh? I can reach that. Whatever. That's bizarre. That's a bizarro thing. But we will save that for next time, because I'm tired and I would like to go to bed now. And I think we've done quite enough today as it is. So, I hope you all enjoyed. And I will see you all in the next episode. Goodbye.